So I've seen in the news that even with the presence of the coronavirus, a lot of people still want to go to church. And, I'm not a very religious person or anything, but I did go to Sunday school when I was a kid. And I remember a lesson that was taught to us, and it was something that was repeated over and over. And I think those words come into play here. You want to go to church. It's what you want to do, despite the risk of sickness that's right there in your pew. And yet, you're still determined. Well, just before you go home, there's one small piece of information I think you should know. God is everywhere. Believe it or not, God is everywhere. That's what we were taught. The eyes of the Lord, as it's been told to me, are in every place. That's Proverbs 15:3. God is everywhere, so you don't need to go anywhere. Simply stay home and say a prayer, because God's right there with you. You can talk to God from your room or hold a church service on Zoom. But if you don't attend, it won't send you to hell. The one thing God wants is for you to be well. And I know what some people will say. Bill, why are you quoting the Bible? You're gay. And yes, it is true, I am not a huge fan of some of those verses that were written by man. But what do you think God would say? Not me, not others. What do you think God would say? We don't know God's will, but if we were to guess, would he or she want us to care for the rest? The answer might come as we're praying alone, far away from computers, far away from our phone. If we care for the health of our family and friends, I believe that's what God would want. In the end, there's only one message we all should think of. Well, actually two. First, that God is love. And God is everywhere. Make no mistake, God is everywhere. So you can take a break from physically traveling to see God in church. You won't be out of contact. There's no need to search. God is everywhere. So you don't need to go anywhere. Just stay right at home and you'll come to see that the theme for this sermon is empathy. Simply say a prayer, because God's right there with you.